Okay guys, I got some updates for you on the whole Toei Animation strike thing, and I wanted to keep you guys posted what was going on. I really appreciate all the support you guys gave me on that original video where I told you guys about the strike, and I was concerned that Toei might be coming after a bunch of our videos and try and get us shut down and everything, and I'll tell you where that stands. And I should also probably apologize to all of you for the follow-up little trolling video I did where I'm sure most of you saw it, where I said, I don't even remember what I titled it, but something about very big decision because it was too perfect with PewDiePie threatening to shut down his channel at 50 million, and just having talked to you guys about the threat of our channel getting shut down, I'm a douchebag, and the opportunity was there. I had to take it. I can't pass up being a dick when it's there, but I should apologize to you guys for trolling you on that one, but come on, it was a little bit funny anyway. And before I get into the explanation, I want to know, I like making these vlogs. I like to make vlogs just talking to you guys about both personal stuff and topical stuff, whether it's stuff going on in the world, stuff going on in YouTube, and my own personal life. I'd like to make these, but I want to know what you guys think. Is this something you'd like to watch? Is this something you'd like to see? Let me know. And also, if you like these type of things, please stay tuned till the end of this video, because at the end of each one of these, I'll give you guys two topics, potential topics for the next vlog, and I want you guys to tell me which one you'd rather see. Okay, so where we stand with the strike. Right after I got the strike from Toei Animation, most of you know the story. Very briefly, they filed a strike against the DBZA video we posted. It wasn't even against something that was strictly their own. It was something that Team 4-Star created, which really makes it ludicrous to me. I mean, once DBZA completely reworked that work, they can't take it down at DBZA's channel because they tried in the past, and now obviously they won, they can't do it. So that becomes DBZA's property. If they wanted to file, not that they would, I think they could have filed a third-party claim, Team 4-Star that is, to take the monetization, or just contacted me and asked me not to react to their stuff. But I think they see, like most people I found that we react to, the vast majority of them, every one of them that's ever contacted me, like the reaction videos because they're aware that it helps promote their own channels. So anyway, we get the strike. I immediately contacted Toei. I sent them a message detailing how I go about things, why I think it's in fair use, and why I don't think they have any type of claim against this video. I sent it to their Toei Animation US YouTube channel, and I also sent it to their specific email address that they use to file the copyright claim. So far, I've heard nothing back from them. Now, YouTube, what do they do now when they get one of these claims? When YouTube screws up, all of us, myself included, we come down on them hard. It's only fair that when they're doing something right, we should mention that too. And I do like the way they've changed the way they approach these copyright claims, because it's been a long time since I've had one, and the only other ones I've had were bogus and got washed away. First of all, when you do have that strike on your channel, it's only 3 months now instead of 6. But what's much better yet, what they do, Toei filed the claim against me. I filed a counterclaim. In that counterclaim, I tell YouTube exactly what I want to say to Toei Animation, who filed the strike, or who filed the claim. And I explain to them why I don't think their claim is valid. YouTube then reads what I wrote, determines if what I've said has validity, and if it does, they forward it to Toei, and Toei has 10 to 14 days, working days, to respond. Now, they don't get to just respond and say, no, he's full of shit, we're leaving it there. They have to respond with actual proof to YouTube proving that they've taken a legal action. I think that's how it should be done. Because you have to understand, when they get a claim, YouTube has to act. They have to protect themselves, they have to act. I understand that. It sucks, but they do. So what they're doing is they're not just allowing another company to come in and say, nope, we're leaving the strike there and fuck them. They're saying, okay, if you're saying your copyright was infringed, you should be taking legal action. If you're not that serious about it. I'm 100% with that. I do like the way YouTube handles this. And I should mention, YouTube got back to me within less than a day saying that they were going to forward my information onto Toei, that what I said had validity. And now we'll wait and see what Toei Animation does. Now let me give you guys a little background. I don't do I've been involved with copyright stuff for a long time because I was a writer. That's what I went to college for, is journalism. So I've been involved with it my whole life. Before I started doing YouTube, and I used to make my money doing writing online, SEO and research writing online. So I'm pretty well versed in copyright law, plagiarism law, things of that nature. Here's what a lot of people don't get. If you want to file, actually go to court to say someone, in this case, if Toei wanted to sue me for infringing on their copyright, you don't get to go to court and just say, I don't like that you used my material, God damn it, and drop it at that. You have to have been damaged, and you have to prove where you've been damaged. The court isn't going to listen to cases, which you can understand, just to say, you're right, he shouldn't have used your material. You have to have been damaged. So let's look at it from Toei's perspective. Can they prove that me watching any of their videos in the way we do it, because I'm very careful about how we do it, in the way we do it damages them? No, because nobody is going to be watching Dragon Ball at our channel to actually watch the episodes. First of all, as you guys see, they're in that tiny little screen on the screen. We only watch tiny little snippets at a time. I'm talking over them the whole time, commentating on them. That's why they're reaction videos. And you guys help me with this, I've got thousands of comments from you guys already logged right down the line, where you can see where you guys are all very well familiar, very well versed in the lore of Dragon Ball. You've obviously all seen it. And all of you are making comments that are strictly directed at my reactions, teaching me about them, telling me what happened here or there, laughing along with me about when I see new things, do new things. There's no way anybody is going to watch one of these videos. The videos I make, if you wanted to watch Dragon Ball through my videos, they're completely useless. Because who wants to watch something where, again, I'm talking over it all the time in a tiny little screen? Most people watch YouTube on small electronic devices now, their phones or iPads, whatever. So now the screen I watch on is a small screen on a small screen. Of course nobody's watching it that way. There's always the opportunity, and again, I can back this up with comments from you guys endlessly, where people have watched it and gone, you know what, I haven't seen these in ages, I'm going to go watch my DVDs. Or I haven't seen these in ages, I bought DVDs. Or whatever it may be. Go to any one of a number of the official sites to watch it. Because, again, you're not going to watch Dragon Ball through my videos. If you do, you're going to be truly disappointed. So that's why there's no way that Toei can prove that they've been damaged by me doing this. Now, you could say, okay, what about the money I made from ad revenue on the video itself? Okay, that's legitimate if it weren't for the fact that my stance is if anybody would be entitled to that money, it would be Team 4-Star, not Toei. But let's put that aside. If that's the case, okay, that video came out several months ago. The channel's grown a lot since then. I don't have access to the details on it right now, of course, because it's removed. I'm thinking it might, if it was popular, it might have made $20. So if Toei Animation from Japan wants to file a claim against me, sue me for copyright in court for $20, go right ahead. And I'm not saying that to be smug or smart. Go ahead, because I'd like to see if the courts agree with me, because I pretty much guarantee you they will. I don't do any of this half-assed. I do all of this with an eye directly towards keeping everything fair within fair use guidelines. And they can't even come at me, really, and they haven't, with a cease and desist suit, because to initiate one of those, the first thing you have to do is notify of someone that you want them to cease and desist. In this case, would be watching their material. As I do with everybody. Any reaction video we had, you guys know this. Anybody who's uncomfortable with me reacting to their content, all they have to do is contact me. I'll stop. I'll get rid of the videos I have done if that's what they prefer. It's not a big deal. I understand that if somebody doesn't want us to do it. So it doesn't make any sense. What Toei's doing is basically just flexing their muscles, saying, hey, that's mine, you can't do it. But that's not true. That's why we have fair use laws for things like this, because reaction videos, when done properly with actual reactions and done in the snippets, so on and so forth, that fall in line with the rules in place, that's what fair use is there for, so people can comment on other works. So that's where we stand with that. So we're just waiting to hear if Toei responds at all. to me directly, I'll let you guys know, or if they respond through YouTube, I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. My guess is they're probably just going to let it drop, and in 10 or 14 days they'll put the video back up, and that'll be the end of it. But that's where we stand. And again, I thank you guys so much for the support on this. And for those of you who wonder, the only reason I have to go about this very carefully, keep everything within fair use with the Dragon Ball videos, is because unfortunately Toei doesn't really have a viable YouTube channel that they use all the time that makes it convenient for them to just third-party claim things. Because I love the third-party claiming system, because that makes me feel like, okay, if anybody's got an issue with me reacting to their material monetarily, just put in a third-party claim. I don't ever question third-party claims. I'm cool with them. As a matter of fact, I just posted a reaction video to the new Planet of the Apes trailer, and immediately Fox came in with a third-party claim. I'm not complaining. I'm cool with that. That's absolutely, if they want to third-party claim that so they get the revenue from it, I'm very cool with it. I wanted to watch that and share it with you guys. If they feel that they want the ad revenue from it, that's 100% cool. A lot of the movie companies, a lot of anybody involved in creating any type of entertainment now on YouTube, a lot of them don't claim, simply because they don't want some of the reactors, especially the more popular reactors, they don't want them to stop reacting to their stuff because it brings a lot of attention to them. But if they want to do it, I'm completely comfortable with it. So there's never an issue there. So that's basically where we stand with that. But now, here's what's important. If you guys do like vlog videos, and like I said, I'd like to do both personal and topical ones. If you do, tell me what you'd rather see. The next video I'd like to do, a vlog video I'd like to do, is a personal one. I will either do Why I Can't Remember Shit, which will be just the story of how I got into wrestling, all the chair shots, what they did to me, and give you a background on my love of the business, and because a lot of you had asked about that, and tell you just a little bit here and there about it, and then we can do more wrestling stories in the future if you guys enjoy them. But just give you an overview of how I got into wrestling and how I got some pretty severe brain damage from it. Pretty severe brain damage from it. So, or the other one I could do is on Thanksgiving. We posted a Happy Thanksgiving video with my stepdaughter. Renee was in it, and she sits in a wheelchair. And a lot of you were very curious about her, and she's my little sweetie. Renee and I have had a special bond forever, basically. The other video I would do would be just a little introduction to Renee. I'll tell you more about her. I'll have her in the video with me and explain to you a really cool little connection that we've always had in specific, aside from did I say in Pacific? Well, I don't even like the West Coast. No, I'm only kidding, Californians. That was just a joke. But we really have something kind of cool between us, and I'll go into that. So you let me know. If you guys like these vlogs, would you rather see Why I Can't Remember Shit or The Tale of My Little Sweetheart? Let me know. That's where we stand with Toei Animation. And you know what really gets me before I close? I was thinking that this weekend, for those of you who aren't on the Twitter, I posted a picture on Twitter. Spaz Kid and I were down in New York City on Saturday. I found some really cool figures. They're not Pops. They're actually made by a Japanese company, I believe. And I got, I'm looking over at them. I got Broly and I got Trunks for future giveaways. And I'm laughing as I'm standing there in line because here Toei Animation's up in my shit, and there's the big Toei logo on the packaging, which is one more thing that made me laugh. Again, they can't show any way that I would be hurting their bottom line in any way at all. And here I am, when we do giveaways on the channel, it's almost always their officially licensed stuff, which not only means that I bought their officially licensed stuff to put money in their pockets, but how many of you watched them, maybe saw the last pop, maybe saw Perfect Cell, and it's like, oh man, I want him. Now you're out looking to buy him. So whatever, Toei, I mean, if you feel like you've been wronged, let us know why, because we can certainly play this whole thing out. I'm game. I'm game. That's the brain thing again. I have to say some things twice.